the Lions. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Second down following the run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gets past one man, and he slides to avoid the hit. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go!
Back to throw. And some room to roam now. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback. He's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Packers have taken the early lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here?
The big bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Zuerlein out now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out.
First and 10. Snyder. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Back to throw here. And it's caught. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter. Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. Zerline out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a first down there, just 1 yard. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 38. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Really nice starting for the offensive unit. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. And this defensive line will be looking to control the point of attack.
And that's what they've done throughout this season. This is a terrific unit. They play together very, very well, and they don't permit big plays to happen.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Off the bootleg. Snyder. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fix what was wrong with them in the last game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Looking to throw. Snyder. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On first down, Snyder. Hauled in by Anderson left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Uses the stiff arm. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw on second down. Snyder, throw left side complete. That's Anderson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 3rd and 2, Snyder. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
We pick it up second quarter here as the offense gets ready for the drive. Now the Packers get set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
I think it's pretty safe to say that when you're up 3 touchdowns, the last thing you want to do is hang one up there and put it in jeopardy and possibly get it intercepted. Got a nice lead. You should be able to protect it. If you get careless with the football, look out.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. There again is the running back as he tries. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go now. 3-19. Gun.
To throw on 2nd down. Snyder looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jenkins. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They go play action here on 1st down. It's caught right side by Daniels. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Set. 3-19.
From the gun, Snyder. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we've come to halftime after and we've seemingly lost. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on 1st down. Snyder. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Here we go. 3-19.
To throw on third down. Snyder over the middle, complete. That's Jenkins. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking it is. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back to throw. Snyder, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down. The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Green, 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Operating from the gun. Snyder. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now the offense back out onto the field as they'll take over here in the final minute of this third quarter. On 1st and 10, Snyder, throw left side complete. It's Anderson, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Snyder finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Snyder. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Throwing on first down. Snyder. That's caught right side by Anderson. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Foul. Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Here we go now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 34. To throw on second down, Snyder. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
no
yards.
yardage. Okay.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Snyder. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Snyder. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
Back to throw. Snyder. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead now up to 22. So it's 3 more. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Here we go. 319.
Looking to throw. Snyder. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
Operating from the gun. Snyder. That's caught at the 3. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel...
Touchdown, Packers! They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about the
late stages of the game here in the fourth quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Green Bay, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Detroit, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone, from